All right. Well, at least this dude.
This is feel good.
At least this is a little bit feel good. This is Representative Don Shooter. Not kidding. Not kidding. He is a Arizona state lawmaker from Yuma, Arizona. He's a Republican, 65 years old. He has been accused of sexual harassment by, what are we up to now? 8 women?
I think I saw 9.
9 women. The last of which I think was in November. We have the classic contemporaneous talking about the harassment, et cetera, et cetera. And this guy is really opening himself up. There's nothing like a guy who's willing to at least address these accusations. Remember, this is someone being paid by the taxpayers, and here he is. He's being asked about these accusations by a reporter from Arizona's Family. Arizona's Family, is that what it is? It's a political editor. Dennis Welch asked him just this Friday about the ongoing sexual harassment investigation in which he's involved.
Representative Shooter,
Get out of here.
we want to ask you to respond to all the women that have made accusations.
There
against you.
is a ongoing investigation. Can't comment.
Well, you've got to comment about the women, what the women are saying about you.
No, Dennis, I don't have to. There's an ongoing investigation.
Okay, do you think this is a distraction from the legislative session?
There's
starting?
an ongoing investigation. I will have no comment. There's an ongoing investigation. I will have no comment. Any confusion?
No, there's no
At
confusion.
a certain point, you are the one that's harassing people.
Pause it now. Now, the representative, Don Shooter, does not seem to understand what sexual harassment is about. But, of course, as a Republican, he naturally adopts the conservative aggrievement pose. It's all about how I'm getting harassed just because I harassed, in quotes, 9, in quotes, women.
2 rights don't make a wrong.
10 wrongs don't make a right. Now, we could just leave it there. And he says, look, please, I'd like to sit and eat lunch. I know you want a quote from me, but I'm not going to give you one because I don't feel it's my responsibility to even pretend that this exists. But that's not what Representative Don Shooter does.
No, there's no
At a
confusion.
certain point, you are the one that's harassing people.
I'm not harassing
You
anybody.
are
This is a
harassing me.
public event.
I feel harassed.
This is a
I
public
feel
event,
harassed.
sir.
Yeah, well, I feel harassed in public.
But you're
Pause
elected
it.
official.
So, and here he is also now taking the opportunity to say, like, oh, I'm just doing the same thing that all these women do. I feel harassed. You say I'm not harassing, you're not harassing me, but the definition of harassment is if I feel harassed. But that's not where it ends.
You should be answering these kinds of questions. You've been accused of some serious...
Nice.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Why'd you do that?
Seemed like the right thing to do.
Wait for it. Wait for it. This is the best part. It's coming. And nice little sip of ice water.
Oh my God. So if you're just listening to the show, go to YouTube and watch our clip of this. He at one point decides that the right thing to do was to, all right, well, here, let's play it again. Here he goes. So the reporter asks him, like, look, you got to talk about this. And Shooter sort of walks off, and then he realizes, like, he's still on camera. And so he walks up into the face of the camera, and as the camera tries to turn around away from him, he keeps following the camera with his face right in the camera and does a full 360. It's like a do-si-do. Go ahead.
Questions. You've been accused of some serious.
There he goes. He walks up into the camera, into the face of the camera, into the face of the camera, staring at the camera. And the reporter is just like, what are you doing? He does actually a 720.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Why'd you do that?
Seemed like the right thing to do.
He's so confident. Seemed like the right thing to do. He just went over and just wet my whistle here. Little sip of water because I feel like I might be having a heart attack.
This is what happens when you elect dumb jocks to office. Like, seriously, he reminds me of the kid from American Vandal in this clip.
He's totally trying to intimidate
Felt
them.
like the right thing to do.
You're a harasser.
You're harassing. Gets used to harass you now. It's you.
There was a quality where he felt like I think what he wanted to do was get into a physical confrontation with the cameraman. And then he realized, like, I can't do it. Yeah. And so he's holding himself back as he spins around. Like, it's just like, I'm going to count to 10.
What kind of existential moment is that for him? Just looking into the dark lens, realizing like he's like really humiliated
I'm
himself.
never going federal. I'm never going statewide. The girl at the Arby's wasn't even that hot anyways.
That
It's all
cameraman went
over.
to the same school as that guy that kept the camera on Trump after Dickerson asked him about Obama being like worse than Watergate, and Trump went back to his desk and like just shuffled the papers.
Got papers, lots of work, paperwork, things to read.
I've moved on with my life. This is what I've been doing.
Totally over this interaction. Means nothing to me. Definitely not having an impact on my emotions.
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos